Hello, my name is Isaiah Schell, and I am the guy behind Symphony Ears. And I'm here to talk to you today about how it began and where it's headed. So, in my senior year of high school, I think this was around January or February, I found myself looking for a better audio product than my AirPods. And that's when I discovered in-ear monitors existed. I thought they were only for musicians, but I quickly found out that it was an alternative to over-ear headphones. It was more compact, and if you spent enough money, they sound pretty good. And I was just in love with my, at the time, CCA CRAs, if you know what those are, off of Amazon, probably $15. And they beat out my AirPods. I was shocked. But one morning, I woke up and I wanted to build my own. So I found myself a resin 3D printer for $50, fixed it up, started modeling in CAD, did some research on balanced armatures and types of drivers, and gave it a shot. And some months later, I came out with Tetrad, and I had a huge spark of interest online in Facebook groups because people were really interested in this random kid from the United States who managed to build his own set of in-ear monitors, hybrids, 4 drivers, 1 dynamic driver for bass, 2 Knowles balanced armatures for mid-range, 1 Knowles balanced armature for treble, and I got some people wanting to buy them, and that's how my little experiment turned into what now makes me money, Symphony Ears. About Symphony Ears, I am based in the United States. I design everything. I model everything in CAD. I tune everything. I put everything together. I manufacture everything. Everything's 3D printed on my 3D printers. Everything is assembled by my bare hands, and all work that's done to it is completely done in-house. All the designs, everything is done by me. So if you order from Symphony Ears, what you're getting is a handmade piece of, I'd like to call it art, functional art. So yeah, right here I have Tetrad. It was my first attempt. They're very, very warm. Very warm, that's all you need to know. And if you are one of the lucky, 30, 40 people who own a set, hold on to them. They're very rare. Then, later that year, in the summertime, I wanted to outdo myself. I wanted to improve what I had started. I mean, after all, Tetrad was my very first attempt. If I had that many people enjoying my products from what was a very minimal effort, I think, in the beginning. Sure, it took some learning. It was a very steep learning curve, but I thought there was lots of room to improve. Tetrad, after all, had no electronic crossover whatsoever, no passive electronic components. I just used dampeners to tune it, which worked for what it was. And that's when I released Hexad. 6 drivers, 2 dynamic drivers for bass, 2 Sony balanced armatures for the mid-range, 2 balanced armatures for the treble. And those did really well. They took off. A lot of musicians liked those. They still use them to this day, I think. But that really helped my popularity, I'd say. Again, I didn't make very many of them, so if you own these, hold on to them. They're rare. And most recently, Prestige. Prestige has been my all-out attempt. What can I do with what I know? It's got a dynamic driver for bass, bone conduction, an 11mm bone conduction driver, Sony balanced armature for mid-range, Knowles balanced armature for treble, magnetostat for your upper treble, and 5-way independent crossover, undampened, just crazy, just throwing everything at it, and it worked. It's a really fun sound signature, lots of bass, it rumbles in your ear, and it sounds open, if that makes sense. The staging is really good. And if you own Prestige, this is even rarer. It's, I think, under 20 units I've sold. So hold on to those if you have it. They're very rare. So now I'd like to discuss with you where Symphony Ears is going. Well, for the last 6 months, I'd say 7 months, I've been developing something new, and it's really, really exciting. They're actually done. I've been putting off releasing them. If you follow me online, you may have seen some teaser photos of it, but Hexad 2 is a go. It retails for $380 is the early bird pricing. It may have to go up eventually. Again, I'm one guy and I can only handle so many orders at one time. So, Hexad 2. Of course, the 2 in the name implies it's an iteration, and that is what it is, but I would say it is more than that. Hexad had great beginnings. It was a lot of bass, clean mid-range, and a good pin-a-gain region. The vocals really popped. It sounded open enough, and the bass, I'm still proud of that. But where it was lacking was the treble and upper treble. The treble was a bit peaky. It was exciting. Some people like that. But it can get a little fatiguing after a while. And that upper treble, I just wasn't happy with. It rolled off too soon. It wasn't extended enough. And that closed it in. It made it very intimate. Hexad 2 completely changes that. It's got 6 drivers, just like the original Hexad. Hex, if you don't know, is the root for 6. So it's a group of 6, Hexad. Same with Tetrad. I like playing off of those root words. It helps describe how many drivers it has. Hexad 2, again, has the 2 dynamic drivers in a quasi-isobaric configuration. It's got the same balanced armatures as Prestige, the Sonian 26UA and the Knowles 33518. And then I added something unique, a new driver type this year, microplaners. And I know what you're going to say, oh, that's already a thing, everybody's doing it. As far as I know, I'm one of, if not the only, American in-ear monitor brand that is dabbling in microplaners at this point. And the way that I implemented them isn't like anything else. All they do is 10K and up. They go up to 20 kilohertz, very flat, smooth upper treble response, super airy, but natural sounding. That's one of the drawbacks with microplaners. They sound a little artificial or plasticky. These don't. These integrate well. I would bet that you couldn't even notice them unless you were told that they were there, which I'm doing right now. But the tuning of Hexad 2 is quite different from the original Hexad. The bass is a lot less. It's got sub-bass. It's got plenty of sub-bass. Mid-bass is a little bit less. It's cleaner. It doesn't muddy up the mid-range as much as Hexad did. So the best way I would describe Hexad 2 is clean. Clean and warm. The graph doesn't look warm. It might look clinical. It's not. It's actually got warmth to it and body. And part of the reason for that is because it's got a very low pin-a-gain. I believe it's about 7 decibels instead of the regular 10 or 11 decibels, which most other brands use. So this brings the mid-range, the pin-a-gain, a lot closer to the rest of the mid-range, which actually increases the warmth. Even though the mid-bass is a little less, it doesn't sound that way. Now, what you get included with Hexad 2 is, of course, the IEMs with their They're beautiful faceplates. You get a cable. It's 3.5 millimeter ended. I did this because I've had a lot of people, a lot of musicians mainly, struggling to use the 4.4 millimeter cable. As good as they are, most people use 3.5 still. Audiophiles exclusively use 4.4 mil for the most part. I like 4.4. You can push a little bit more power through them. It's easier for IEMs to be powered by that, especially if they suck a lot of juice, but these don't need that. They really don't. Most people nowadays have a source powerful enough to play music or whatever it is through their IEMs through just a 3.5 mil jack. So, cable, very nice. It's a 4-strand braided. It feels very nice. It's not stiff. I'll let reviewers be the judge of that, but take it as you will. Also, nice zipper case. It's very hard, firm. You can't crush the IEMs easily. And you, of course, get the signature Symphony Ears ear tip case, platter, I guess you could call it, with 2 full sets of ear tips. So you got your KZ Starlines, which I love. These are my favorite ear tips of all time. They go with everything. They fit small ears very well, and you get a deep fit. It also comes with your generic, I wouldn't call it narrow bore. They're not as narrow as the Starlines, but they're not wide bore. So they're just good all-arounders. You'll see a lot of IEM brands use these. But yeah, comes with both. And again, pricing for Hexad 2 is starting at $380. And that is shipped from the US, directly from me. There's no middleman. It's just coming directly from me, from my desk to your ears. Now, I'd like to address something that I think has come up before, or potentially will come up as I gain, or as Symphony Ears gains in popularity, and that's packaging. I don't include elaborate packaging like many Chinese brands do. Theaudio, Moondrop, they have nice packaging. It's something that you don't want to throw away, but they can afford to do that. They have large production runs. I can't. And I would be adding on at least $20 per set if I were to include elaborate packaging. All the budget is going into the sound alone, to the quality drivers. Again, Sonian and Knowles. And I think that gets you the best bang for your buck. So yeah, I'm excited to start selling Hexad 2 and seeing what you guys think of it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to talk to you. Yeah, DM me on Discord, email me at my website at isaiah@symphonyears.com. And I'm also on Facebook. So yeah, thanks.